Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. NBA Week 17 review. The All-Star break is over, so we're getting back to business. A lot of players getting back to business, going out there. We're seeing some crazy mayhem to start the week off. To start the basketball week off, it'll start on Thursday. We've seen some good games, of course. We've also seen some brawls. We've seen a lot of brawls. We've seen my Heat yesterday was fighting the Pelicans like a War Games match. It was going crazy, swinging at each other. Thomas Bryant, I don't know how Thomas Bryant even got in the fight. Thomas Bryant and Jose Alvarado was chilling like this next to the commentator's table. It was talking, and I just see somebody start swinging and start going crazy. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? Like that. And we've seen a lot of ejections. We've seen Draymond Green and the Hornets and stuff. And when the Hornets got into it with, I think Grant Williams got into it with the what's his name? I think it's the one from the Warriors, the one from the Afro. I forgot his name. Started with S, I think. But got to it with him, and then Draymond Green as well coming over there. So I love seeing that fire from the players. I love seeing that fire from the players and the feistiness from the players. Just going out there and be like, okay, we're ready. The playoff race is here. We've seen a lot of big time teams in the playoff race. A lot of teams that could be sleepers as well, which I have on the list right here. Some sleepers of mine. Of course, the first sleeper will be the Heat. You know, the Heat go out there and they play phenomenal basketball, defensively, offensively, but, you know, they still don't have like the super star-studded entire roster, so a lot of people always overlook them, and we've seen time and time again they find a way to get to the conference championship. Last year they got to the conference championships and won. The year before that they got there, lost in 7. The year before that they got there, I think the year before that they missed, that's the one they had the short season. The year before that, they got to there and won. So they've been there multiple times. They got to the finals 2 times in the past, 4 years? Two times in the past 4 or 5 years. They're a team that you got to watch out for. Another team is the Thunder. The young Thunder looks very good. Chet Holmgren's an amazing player, amazing defensive player. A lot of the guys who come in the league, sometimes when you see them, they only be one-sided sometimes. But Chet Holmgren's an amazing defender. Wemby is too, of course. Those guys be going at it. Hopefully one day we see a playoff series between those two. I don't think the Spurs are going to make the playoffs this year, but hopefully one day in the future we see a playoff series with those two going at it. That would be classic primetime basketball. But the Thunder look amazing. SGA, of course, we know he's one of the best players in the league, top 10 player, maybe top 5 player in the league right now, scoring at a high level, playmaking at a high level as well. So seeing all these guys, this young core team, and they have a lot of picks too as well. So next year, if they want to go out there, I'm already said they was interested in Lori marketing, interest in different guys. They have the picks to go out there and do it, to go out there and bring some guys in. They have a nice, strong young core of players, great players, and like those trades they did with Russell Westbrook and Paul George, all those trades with Kevin Durant as well. I mean, Kevin Durant was the off-season move, never mind. But Westbrook and Paul George is a trade. I think Carmelo was I don't think it was a trade. I don't know, but I know Paul George and Russell was a trade. So those picks right there they got from that trade was very good, and they got SGA from that trade as well. He's emerged as a big-time player too. So they're gonna be a team that you have to watch out for. Another team too, as well, is the Magic. The Magic is a team you have to watch out for as well. Defensively, they play so great. Play so great, play so good defensively. They lock in, they're all in sync. And Paulo Banchero is an amazing player. He dominates. He's dominant on the glass. He's very athletic as well. He can shoot as well, like that. And ever since he got there to the team, he has kind of changed the landscape of the team. And defensively, the way they play, and can lock you down on one end and go down there and like put up some big-time numbers on the other end is amazing. So those 3 teams right there, in my opinion, I think you should watch out for. Of course, there's other teams as well. You should watch out for the Kings, another team that people might be not putting at the highest thresholds. And last year, they fell short to the Warriors, but they put them to the distance. I think this year they went against the Warriors again. They probably would take them out. So we're going to see a lot of big-time matchups. So rematches from last year as well. And I'm ready for the playoff race. It's like 20 games left. I think 20, 21 games left to the playoffs. And we're going to see what happens. The play ain't going to be very hot and heated too as well. The next thing I want to talk about, of course, is Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr got signed to a contract extension. He's the highest paid coach now. At first it was Coach Spoelstra, who had that big, I think, 8-year contract. Now Kerr got this big contract. I think getting paid $17 million a year. So they extended him. You know, Steve Kerr has done great things with the Warriors organization and franchise. He's not like a team builder like Coach Spo is. Coach Spo is more a team builder. You just give him anything, he'll find a way to build around it, scheme around it. But Steve Kerr is more of a start, kind of like Phil Jackson a little bit. You know, Phil Jackson couldn't build teams, but if you give him a team with some stars on it, he knew how to make it work. Now, not everybody can coach the stars, you know, because sometimes like the egos and all the things of managing this and managing that and putting them in the right position. But Phil Jackson was very good at doing that. I feel like Steve Kerr is more in that threshold than what Coach Spo is in that threshold with like that. So like him and Pop is like they're developing players from scratch and building them up. So I think Steve Kerr has done a great job with the Warriors, and he's going to be there for the foreseeable future. I think he's only a 2 or 3 year extension. So I think it's a 2 year extension, if I'm not mistaken. 2 or 3 year extension. So we're gonna see what happens like that if they do something else but he getting paid a lot of money. Getting paid a lot of money. I think it's $54 million. I don't know if it's 2 years. I think I might have read it wrong. I don't know if it's 2 years or not, but it's something. But he getting a lot of money. I think it was $54 million. So yeah. But another thing too that was happening too. Remember what we saw during the All-Star break? I didn't watch the other feed until after the game. The feed that had Draymond Green and Charles Barkley and Taylor Rooks as well. That right there, they mentioned Draymond Green was talking about the Bron trade, the Warriors trading Bron. They said they was like interested in like trading for him, and people said they were going to pick Kuminga in a trade. Imagine Kuminga with Anthony Davis. That would have been nice too. A young team that you can build around for the future for the Lakers, and also LeBron pairing with Stephen Curry, man. And Draymond Green. I know Klay Thompson's a little older and stuff, but they still had the juice and they can still go out there and perform. Klay Thompson came off the bench on that one game. That game he played against, I think it was the Jazz, and was out there cooking. I think he playing kind of the 6-man positioning, so we're going to see how long that's stable and how long that lasts with him as well. He can get his groove back. But that'd been crazy if that trade did go through. And that trade was actually advocated fully, and we've seen LeBron James get traded to the Warriors. Imagine that. That would have been some type of block. That would have been a blockbuster because he'd never been traded before in his career, and that would have been like a blockbuster deal. And everybody been talking about that for a while. And I think they probably would have switched to them to being one of the favorites up to win the championship as well because you have LeBron and Steph on the team. Come on. I know they're a little older now, but they still can go out there and give you 30 a night. So they play amazing basketball at a higher level. And nowadays, a lot of players you see that too. You know, in the old days, when guys get around 35, 36, they start retiring. But nowadays, you're seeing a lot of these guys playing at a high level until almost close to 40, sometimes like that. Like they're still able to go out there and go and shoot. Like Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry are gonna probably do the same thing LeBron is doing. They're gonna be playing to 38, to 39 like that, especially because their shooting ability allowed them to do that because they ain't got to go out in the paint and take all that pounding of getting hit and clobbered and fouled all the time as well. You saw LeBron game kind of switched up. He's still effective, but his game switched up. He's more shooting the 3-ball, taking the mid-range jumpers, working in the post like that, working off ball instead of going downhill 24/7 and taking all that punishment. But when he get downhill, he's still one of the best to do it. But it's all right for the guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The playoff race is coming. So hopefully you guys are ready and pumped up for the playoff race like I am, and getting ready to do some live watch parties as well for the playoffs for my Heat and maybe for some other teams as well. Some big time playoff games. I'm gonna be having reviews. I'm gonna be having the hype video for the playoffs and a lot of updates throughout the series and all that stuff. It's only in a few weeks. I think the last regular season game for basketball is like in March, at the end of March. So it's like a few weeks away, like 5-6 weeks away. So hope you guys are ready and hope you guys are prepared because it's gonna be a thrill ride. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.